Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight is going to be our last Aurora stream before PT London. I have decided on my 80. I am done going back and forth. I was telling Carly and I was telling Trent and Drew and Carly and a few people that, excuse me, that I have played 300 games of Aurora over the last 2 weeks, and I have drafted the Hunted 21 times. I am more prepared for this event than I have been prepared for any other event I've ever been to, and yet somehow it just still does not feel like enough. I have been absolutely grinding and playing everything I can because I want to give it my all for PT, and I'm very excited. But we're gonna hope to perform well. I'd really like to do well. I've told everybody the goal for PT is to 4-1 CC rounds and to go 2-1 in draft so that I finish day one at 6-2. There are 8 rounds day one and then 7 rounds day two. The overall goal is to day 2 in general, but 6-2 going into day 2 is the absolute goal here. It's what I'm looking for. It's what we're striving for. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on. We're playing Aurora tonight as our last CC prep stream, and then tomorrow night we're going to be drafting, and then after that we're leaving on Wednesday to go to London. So if you guys are going to be in London, please make sure you come say hi. I would love to meet you guys. We are doing a group Discord dinner on Friday night, I think. It's Friday night. I posted all the details in the Discord. I'm going to bring it back up again for anybody who's interested. So make sure you come hang out. It'll be a good time. We're getting some food local in London that everybody can enjoy. So it should be a really good time. Also, what is my hair doing? Yo, my hair's on a mind of its own today. My hair's doing whatever it wants today. All right, let's see. Hey, Will, Ben, Mekado, Diablo, Joe, Havoc, Trent, what is up? And Martin, yo, how is everybody? Welcome, guys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all chilling tonight. Diablo, thanks for coming a member of support, brother. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love, dude. Means a lot, fam. I really appreciate it. So before we talk about Aurora's deck, the deck list tonight, and a couple changes that I made, there's something cool that I want to share with you guys. It's finally here. My copy of the Agroblaze 96 Codex journal is finally here. I am super excited for it. It is really cool. The front and the back, it's got the whole red and black thing going on. I really like it a whole bunch. It is really cool. If you buy the Agroblaze 96 edition, there is a personal inscription from me in the very front right here. If you guys buy one, you're more than welcome to take a look at it. I thought it was pretty cool. Tom's idea to have a personal inscription in there. But for anybody who does not know, the Codex Journal helps us track our games at big competitive events to make sure that we are staying on track and keeping up with everything. Just kind of, following along and keeping up. Exclamation point Codex in the chat. You can check that out. It's what I'm going to be using in London to keep track of all my games and all my events that I play. Yo, Jay, what's up, dude? Dave, how is it? How are you, brother? You finished studying the English language, ready to call fries and chips and crisps? Bro, I'm telling you, it's going to be an experience in London. I'm really excited. We got some pretty fun stuff we're going to do. I'm really pumped. Yeah, Trent, I'm very glad that the journal got here in time. I'm very, very glad that it got here in time. Hope we get to see you on a stream game at the PT. Jay, I would love to be on stream with the PT. It would be really cool. Also, let's go. Crow Sinks, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, for anybody who does not know, if you're new to the channel, whatever your story is, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when you're new, and they are: what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. I would love to get to know you guys. All right, taking a look at the deck. I think I played about 50 games this weekend of the Skizzik Serenade version of the deck, and I got to be honest, I'm just not on it. I don't like it. I don't think it's. I don't know. It's just not for me. Skizzik and Serenade is just not the package, so I'm not doing it. I'm not going to force myself to play it. I don't like it, and I don't want to regret not playing it this weekend. So we are on basically the same 80 that I was playing last week, but with one small change. I have cut second strikes from the deck, and we have added in fries. The rationale behind that is that Fry adds this omega layer of consistency to the deck that I really, really like. It is really good into the grindy matchups like Enigma, Florian, trying to think of a New. It's a really good one in the New. So there's a lot of really good matchups that I like. This Lightning Go Again non-conditional Lightning Go Again starter. Also does not get hit by the weakest link, which is pretty good. So this is what I'm playing. This is the exact 80 I'm going to be on. This is where it's at. This is what we're playing tonight. Let's get into some games. Also, by the way, if there's anybody hanging out in the chat tonight, you guys want to test a little bit or play some games, let me know. I'm definitely down to test tonight. Just kind of hanging out, playing games, chilling with y'all tonight. I have to selfishly ask, are the headband tokens traveling with you? Martin, of course. Dude, you kidding me? I'm not even playing the Carapace, or I'm sorry, I'm not even playing the Ether Ironweave and Crown of Dominion in my deck, but I have the gold token, I have the Rune Chant, and I have the Embodiment of Lightning all in my deck box, brother. Absolutely, Martin, 100%. I'm also up for dinner Friday night. Yo, Dave, let's go. I'm going to ping everybody again in the Discord just because I don't want anybody to miss it. I want everybody to be able to, like, you know, make it to dinner and hang out and stuff like that. So I'm going to ping everybody in the Discord one more time. But yeah, dude, Dave, love to have you there, brother. Wish you the best of luck in London. Love to see you on a Rune Blade. Yo, Adam, what's up, dude? How are you, buddy? I think we go second in this matchup. I got to look and see how we sideboard. I honestly don't remember. Yo, dude, I appreciate that. Adam, means a lot, man. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out, dude. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited for London, dude. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. I got to remember. I got Mario in here somewhere, but I don't remember off the top of my head. All right, we're on Crown, Grasp, Snaps, and Carapace. We are on Fries in this matchup for the consistency. I think we're on Scars. Yeah, Scars and Shelters. Yep. I like Shelters in this matchup. This is one of the few assassins that I will actually play some like defense into, and like try to block a little bit. Yo, what's up, Chris? How are you, buddy? Went 3-0 at the Armory this week with Kano and 3-1 in the second one. And I went 2 with Fang. Yo, dude, Liam, sounds like you're crushing it at Armories this week, dude. Sounds like you are absolutely crushing it this week, fam. Man. Dog. Are we blocking with an Arc Lightning? Is there any world we're blocking with an Arc Lightning? I don't think so. I think we're going to have to try and keep the Arc Lightning for next turn. Try to get aggressive. We're getting there? Yo, Nick, you love to hear it, dude. You love to hear it, man. Also, Josh, what's up, dude? Such a power card. I just don't think I can let this go. Hey, Louie, what's up, dude? I will be playing Aurora. Yep, I will be playing Aurora, brother, for sure. What is happening? I did not mean to pitch that card. I hate when it moves the stuff around like that. So we're going to activate Aurora. Now, they know we have an Arc Lightning, but I mean, honestly, so be it. It is what it is. Oh, Trapdoor is such a good thing to flip into here. Trapdoor is so good. Aurora will be the number one, probably the number, I imagine is going to be the number one represented deck. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Completely agree, Josh. Okay. So we're going to lead on Arc Lightning because we would like to force. I would like to try and force channel if I can this turn. I will take the ability to set up a 5-card hand here. We're going to put the Arc Lightning on the bottom. Drawing into another one just feels supremely bad. Probably block with a card and then give me the trap that they got. Interesting. This is if it's a trap, yeah. So they couldn't have gotten like a that all you got or anything like that. Was not on the menu. Oh, it's an interesting hand. I did play Aurora before she was cool. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that, Nick. I've been playing Aurora for a long time. I'm playing Aurora for a long time now, man. You are absolutely correct. Yo, Louie, that's awesome you're coming to Vegas, dude. I love that. I absolutely love that, brother. 25% of the meta share. I could genuinely see her being close to 25%. I could genuinely see her being close to 25%. Yeah. I don't know if they have a Inertia Trap in their deck Chris? I don't know if they do or not. We have the shelter. Like, I don't think there's any like buff effects. Razor's Edge is stealth specifically. We also don't have like a super great hand. I don't really want to give up Crown of Providence here. I mean, yeah, we just get to cover this up. I think this works out pretty well. Using it on Starfall would have definitely forced me to throw the Static Shock last turn. For sure. Definitely would have forced me to use the Static Shock last turn. We're just going to have to lead on the Lightning Surge. And then snap. It's like I imagine there's a defense reaction incoming here. Mario might be on Shred. I honestly don't know if they are. I honestly don't know if they are. We're just going to go ahead and get aggressive here. I will be playing both copies of Static Shock this turn, just because I would like to be able to put them in an awkward spot here. Not being able to get value off of our channel 2 turns in a row here would be really bad. If they have like a that all you got, that would be bad. Okay, I mean, actually, that's kind of fine here because I don't really care about the inertia. I'm more interested in just getting aggressive. They might just be willing to give me the Mask of Deceit here if it stops this, or they might not care. Oh, they had 2 0-for-4 defense reactions? That's unfortunate. Yeah, you gotta wait until we get to the defense reaction step there. Mario's not typically on Shred. That's fair, that makes sense. I mean, I think a lot of people are on Aurora and Enigma just because it's like 2 of the best decks you can be playing in the format right now. There is no shot they drew 3 0-for-4 defense reactions. No, they drew 2 and then had a third one in Arsenal. Well, we're chewing through them pretty fast, I have to say. Feels bad to give up snaps and to not be getting the value we want there, but Funnel Web is Arsenal specifically. I mean, I guess we can just like try to take that off the board here. Arsenal, yeah, it's Arsenal specifically. We'll just show them the somersault. I guess we'll give ourselves a little bit of an intellect penalty here. Won't see them for the rest of the game. I mean, I think there's quite a few defense reactions in this deck, right? I think we're going to somersault this back, and then we're going to pitch Arcanic Shockwave and Lightning Press to Aurora, and then just Arsenal. And we're just setting up some really good late game value for us here, because the Shelter from the Storm protects us from like any Arsenal disruption they have. Yo, Dodge, what's up, dude? Hey, Cut, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I actually think the Max Army deck's going to be really cool. I completely agree. So, Op willing to take one here. We're just going to go ahead and somersault this back. We have now played a Lightning card, and we're able to keep 2 really good power cards in our deck for second cycle. Continuing to set up Aurora. I'm going to refresh here. For what it's worth, I do not think that Sigil of Suffering is correct in this matchup. I know a lot of people have been talking about like playing Sigil of Suffering in this matchup, but I do not think it's correct. I was like, I thought I refreshed. Yeah, we're waiting on them. Talishar is just kind of lagging a little bit here. Is what it is, you know. Yeah, Dodge, I'm down to play against Zen after this for sure, buddy. I am down to jam a game after this for sure. Need some aggro practice for sure. My best recent success has been to skip AB and only run 2 trap D-reacts. Otherwise, I can't outrace and disrupt Aurora enough. Huh, interesting. I'm definitely not saying you're wrong. I'm just like intrigued by that like thought process. I don't even know if I really care about them drawing a card. Like, I don't even think this matters to me. I think I'm actually completely fine with this. We'll just take 5 and go to 33. I don't even care about this. Yo, Madik, what's up, dude? Cusco, what's up, brother? Other Armory decks have added a few tools. Yeah, it does feel like Max is getting like we're completely reinventing the wheel here. I actually agree. I actually agree with that cut. Tell James White to print Icelander Part 2 already. Listen, Chris, you got to know they've had this conversation, right? Like at this point, they have to have had this conversation. It feels like it's just necessary at this point that they've had it. Just like they've had to. There's no world they haven't. I'm going to assume I need to refresh here. No, my opponent's thinking. I always forget that when the resolution step thing is now on the chain that they're not trying to pass and I'm lagging. It's just that they're thinking. I mean, Kano needs to go home so that the rest of the format can have fun. I think we're going to block like this. And then when they go for the funnel web, we're going to play the reaction here. That way we don't let them disrupt our hand. We are setting up very well. We did take a little bit of damage there, so we're now losing the race. But I think we're in a decent spot to like try and get a little aggressive here. We are not able to... actually, we could, I guess. I'm curious to see how the Snatch gets blocked, but we're probably going to end on the Written in the Stars, right? Like, it's probably just best to end with an Embodiment here. We're not going to deal arcane damage to them. Best case scenario is that they have some kind of, like, weird thought process here where they just decide to block with one card. I was like, yeah, 2 cards there every day of the week. That's a massive W for us. We're going to attack with Written. We're going to go Entwine Lightning. We could set up a 5-card hand here, but I think I'm willing to just get aggressive to try and throw them off kilter here, if I'm being honest. I think LSS staff are annoyed with me on Blue Sky because of the amount of memes and times I've posted about Icelander. I don't think they're annoyed with you, man. I mean, I think it's just, you know, it's par for the course, right? It's par for the course, I think. I mean, yeah, let's just get aggressive here. And then we'll just play Written in the Stars. We don't get to draw a card, but we do get to push quite a bit of damage here. This hand's interesting. So they just throw Command and Conquer. So do we want to block 6 here? Like, is there any world we're blocking 6 and throwing 9 back at them? Or is the correct play to block 3, take 3, go Arcanic? Well, no, we'd have to play the Gone in a Flash. I don't see there's a world where we can... So we can block 6 and throw 9, which is a 4-card 15. Or we can block Heaven's Claws. Now we block Current Funnel, probably. We block Current Funnel. Actually, we could say no blocks, go to 27, and then go Gone in a Flash, Current Funnel, Shockwave, Fuse, Starfall, activate Aurora. But we're continuing to not set up here, which I think is incorrect. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to block Current Funnel, take 3, and then we're going to go Gone in a Flash, Starfall, activate Aurora, Arsenal the Shockwave, and pass. Yo, Electrum, what's up, dude? I mean, I don't necessarily think that Aurora's broken either. Like, I think she's powerful and she's really good, but I don't think she's broken either. I actually completely agree with that she's not broken. Kind of wish that, like, we had lined up a Discharge or something right here. Like, Discharge in this is, like, absolutely insane. The old 2-card, 11 is really powerful. Yeah, unfortunately, no crazy shenanigans here. I do like swinging the weapon. We want to just be putting them into Blender as much as we can. They're blocking really effectively this turn, which tells me that they have like a less effective, larger hand here. Somersault is very broken. I actually completely agree with that. I'm gonna say no blocks here and take the old dagger. Not really interested in blocking the daggers, although the daggers do line up for them to be able to do dumb stuff with their hero ability, so. Codex into Command and Conquer, more than likely. Not really interested in blocking this. I think we're just going to give up the crown and just play a big hand. The channel lines up pretty well. We're going to plan on arsenaling the Lightning Surge here. I mean, yeah, we'll run this out. Like, I'm sure there's a defense reaction here somewhere, but we'll still run this out. TLV off the top was quite a good draw. I do agree with that. So if I pitch Fry to Starfall, we're setting up a good consistency later in the game here. And then we're able to throw the Flittering Charge Arsenal this. Now, this is for 1, so it could get blocked by something pretty minuscule here. We could choose to go Fry, Flittering Charge, and then Arsenal the Lightning Surge. I guess we could go Fry, pitch the Flittering Charge. Okay, so we basically traded a blue for our weapon here. I mean... And I love this because this could also just be go again here. Like, we could just have a lightning press that could be really powerful. I'm hoping they don't have another 0 for 4 in their hand. I'm hoping that we're just able to, like, potentially... Okay, yeah, getting 2 cards feels really good. So now we get to set up Lightning Surge and just pass here. This feels really, really clean. The Fry for second cycle also feels super solid here. We're going to lead on the Lightning Surge. This entire hand lines up really well. It's just 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 4. Hey, Simo, what's up, dude? After this, I told Dodge I would play against him. He's playing Zen. Do you care to play? I'm down to play. It'd be after that because I told Dodge he could play first. Are you okay with that, Simo? I tried decks packed with a lot of 0 for 4 reactions against Aurora, but often I just find I lose slow that way. So Dave, that is often my experience, if I'm being honest, and I know that that's kind of like, a lot of people don't like to hear that, but that's been my experience in a lot of those situations, is that when you're playing 0 for 4 defense reactions, you just lose slowly to me. That has been my experience, and I don't like... Don't get me wrong, sometimes I am able to get fatigued, but right now, like, we're trading more cards for theirs than we are ours. And they're forced to just give us channel here, which lines up really well. So I'm trying to think about our turn cycle here. We're not going to be able to draw another card unless we get the hit effect from the Snatch here. So what if we went and Twine Lightning Fuse into the Snatch, and then we can always pitch to Aurora, I think is a pretty good play. Plus having double Fry for second cycle feels really good. They might try to get like more aggressive here. Like they're clearly wanting to pressure us at this point in time. But I want to force them to make a decision here on how they want to play this. Having 6 0 for 4 D-Reacts in Vin feels very good against Aurora. So I actually agree, Jay, that I think in Vincent it's really good because you're able to use your smaller hands to pressure me in a lot of ways, which I think lines up really well. So we're going to keep the channel. We're just going to have to lose the E-Strike, I guess. Is there any world that we just keep the E-Strike? No, I think we have to Arsenal it here and just hope that our next turn isn't that bad. hand's not great. I mean, we really need E-Strike to be able to make something happen here, to be honest. The problem is that, like, if they have another react, blocking with both of our burn-ups just feels really bad. And blocking for 5 basically does nothing for us. So it feels like they have a pretty good hand here. I think we're just going to have to lose the E-Strike. It's unfortunate, but I think we're just going to have to lose the E-Strike. Yeah, the fact that they have, like, the fact that they have Tunic means that, like, we can't get away with just shocking them here, which I honestly kind of hate. Ugh. So they go back to 19 there. We're going to play both sides of Burn Up and Shock. Our opponent did not use Tunic. They're obviously more comfortable pitching a card here, which I have to say surprises me a little bit. I think I'm going to pitch the Burn Up to Starfall. No, I lied. We're going to come in for 7 and see how they play this. Is that their third Command and Conquer? It is. We've seen 1 Leave No Witnesses. We've seen 1 Leave No Witnesses, 1 Codex, and that's their third Command and Conquer that they're pitching. I actually think this is worth pitching because it takes the last card out of their hand. I was like, I'm very surprised. I was like, because this is channel and burn up here. I was like, this has to be worth your last card. Yeah, getting the Codex there is massive. I know that, like, we're pitching a burn up here instead of, like, playing out our hand, but I think that it's worth it, honestly. How do you guys feel about arsenaling the Somersault here? I don't know. Arsenaling the Somersault feels good. I like having them blocked there, 100%. I think it's the better play. Maybe we Arsenal the Discharge. We could Arsenal the Somersault to kind of help us play defense, or we could just use it to, like, help push our offense. It also worked out really well for us because we just took away their mask block. It just blocked for 2. I'm going to block like this and see how they... I'm going to attack like this and see how they play it. Because how they play this could tell us a lot. It is very good at fading CNC or Leave No Witnesses. That's like... So they just pitched their last Command and Conquer. So we're basically, like, trying to use it to fade Leave No Witnesses. Leave No Witnesses. Which I think is really powerful. But also turning this into another 0 for 4 is really good. It just depends on whether we want to play offense or defense with this. How we want our turns to look like here. Yeah, I think that's our last shelter, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that is our last shelter. There's 1 more fate. There's 2 more sinks. God, there's so many defense reactions in this deck. It's crazy. There's 1 more sink, 1 more fate, 1 more sink. And then I don't know how many of the layers and stuff like that they're playing. We're going to activate Aurora and just pass here. I think setting up the Somersault is perfectly fine. We could Arsenal the Rabble and try to set up that way. That could be fine. I'm imagining this is a +3. So we're basically just agreeing to take 7 and go to 11. For us to then turn around and go... Arc Lightning, Gone in a Flash. I don't even want to play the Arc Lightning here. Yeah, we're just going to take 7. Yeah, attacking the way we did Electrum was 100% designed to get them into thinking that we had CLV. And they gave us the Surgical Extraction on the Starfall because they wanted to save their 0 for 4s for something else, which I, one, think is a smart decision from them, but it also lines up really well for us. I mean, I'm definitely okay with your turn being blocked with 3 cards and throw a 0 for 4 at me. I actually think that's like super beneficial for us. So that's the last sync. There's one more fate we haven't seen yet. No, there's no more fates. I'm sorry. So if there's traps, there's more reactions, but that's actually all of the... That's actually all of the, like, defense reactions. There could be more traps, though. So this is going to be 2 go again, and then it's going to be Static Shock plus Lightning Press. Is our opponent trying to fatigue us here? I don't know if they understand that right now we're winning the card advantage battle. So if we somersault in response to them sinking to fizzle it, we lose our action point because we get our action point back from us bouncing it in the damage step so that we get resolution. So we actually lose our action point there, Leovold, unless the rules have changed recently. That's how the rules used to work. And so it kind of actually puts us in a worse spot. I actually really like this play a lot. Yeah, we're just going to take 3, go to 11. I'm sorry, we're going to take 5, go to 9. They're going to get a shelter, which is insane. Getting one of our shelters off the top is like crazy. I don't like the idea of going to 5, but I think we're going to. Yeah, he's thinking Acilio. Oh, yeah. So for sure, like, I definitely understand like what Adam's saying. Adam's saying that like in Acilio it works because we've used the leg piece that gains us action points. But since we're requiring it to have the go again that we need it to, it puts us in a weird spot. So this is just going to be... We're doing the whole thing here, right? Like, I need to force every card out of their hand here this turn. And I think playing the burn up before the shockwave is important because even though we're losing the ability to fuse, we are pushing the burn up effect here, which is really, really important. So my opponent has to decide if they want to give me the shelter here or later. Tell me why that was wrong, Roberto. I'm dead serious. If it was wrong, I'd like to know why. Because this is for 4, we're going to buy the shelter. And then we're going to buy the last card they have. And we're going to buy Flick Knives. Now, we're not going to get any value off the Arc Lightning this turn, but we are getting exactly what we want from getting every card from their hand. They have to decide if they want to give me Flick Knives or not to stop the burn up here. I actually think that we sequenced that in the perfect order because we wanted them to start blocking and doing things, but if we didn't, I'm open to... So you think we should have saved the Arc Lightning there? We put them down to 10 and took their entire hand. We missed 1 damage from the go again off the Arcanic from the Arc Lightning, but we also got it back, right? Like, we got it back because we were willing to play the burn up because we got the value there. So it's 6 in one, a half dozen in the other here, right? Hey, Matt, what's up, dude? Matt, are you going to London, brother? Burn up wouldn't have hit without the Arc Lightning. That is, like, my biggest reason. I was giving up 2 power cards there to force their hand, and we know there's another Arc Lightning in our deck because we pitched it earlier. Also, like, a channel left, I'm pretty sure. We haven't seen the last channel, and we haven't seen the last Arc Lightning. I could be looking over it. So, like, there's still good power cards left in our deck. Our opponent blocking there is such a W for us. Throwing Snatch for 7. Didn't qualify, so skipping. I'll be at US Nats, though. Yo, Matt, let's go, dude. I'm excited to get to hang out with you at Nationals, brother. That's awesome, dude. But you didn't need to go again from Arc. You had Scar, Rabble. I didn't need to go again, Zenub. I simply did it because I wanted to be... I did it because I wanted to... Wow, they gave that to us? That's gross. I don't like that at all. I actually think we're going to pass and not Arsenal here. Well, it could be the last code. No, all the codexes are gone, so we're going to skip our Arsenal. And immediately rewarded for our decision. All right, so if I block with Grasp and Carapace, I take 2, go to 3, then take a Dagger, go to 2. And then my turn is E-Strike, draw a card, put Current Funnel on the bottom, press Channel Lightning Valley. I go to 3, then I go to 2. They flick the Clive at us. Hey, Annabelle, what's up? So, guys, I didn't give the Arcanic Shockwave go again here because, okay, like, there's a couple reasons here. And I'm going to talk about this here. We'll tell our opponent that we're thinking, but there's 2 trains of thought here. We're either not playing the Arc Lightning or we're not playing the Burn Up and Shock with the lines that you all want to take. If we take the line of not playing Burn Up and Shock, our opponent's not forced to block. I had to suboptimally play that turn to take tempo and put us in the position that we're in now. Because I was willing to play both I played Arc Lightning first, my opponent gave us a card. I then played the Burn Up and Shock, they continued to give us cards. I then threw the Scar for a Scar instead of not playing the Burn Up and Shock and throwing the Arcanic Shockwave to fuse. We lost 1 point of value, but we're pushing the on-hit effect of Burn Up, which put my opponent in a position to think that they had to give me every single card that they had in their hand to stay in the game. So because of the play we made, it actually put me in a situation where I am now winning the game because I am playing the offensive position right now. This should push us over the top here. I don't like that this doesn't push a card. So that was the thought process. If you guys don't agree with it, that's okay. You know, like, it's different lines can mean different things in different situations, but that was 100% the thought process. What 1-card hands can they have that kill us? They have no codexes. Persuasive Prognosis would be bad. Although technically there is 1 shelter left in our deck, right? No, there are no shelters left in our deck. I'm taking your card. We're just taking the card here. Okay, so Surgical, it was just Surgical, so it was just Dagger, which I think is fine. We're going to need a 5-card hand to, like, try and close the game out here, I think, but... I know that we are incentivizing them to pitch a blue to be able to stop both pieces of the Arcane. In fact, they're very highly incentivized to do so, but we're also setting ourselves up to try and draw a card and keep the channel here. Yo, Dylan, what's up, dude? Hey, Kit, what's up, brother? Been watching for some time and going to London. Will be a good time to bother you and pick your brain? Dizzy, I am more than happy to chat with you anytime. Anytime, buddy. I will tell you that, you know, Friday morning, I will probably be pretty locked in trying to focus on PT. But, you know, anytime throughout the weekend is great. If you're coming to the banquet, I'll be there on Thursday night so we can hang out then. There are a lot of, you know, good times like for us to catch up if you want to, buddy. That's true. It does threaten lethal because it's Clave. I don't know how you say this. Hunter's Clave, Hunter's Clave. I don't know. And then he gets to go Chelicera and then flick one of these at me, which is very powerful because of the marking effect. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yo, is there... Oh, you're talking about blue-black ninjas in Magic, dude? I haven't played Magic in a long time, but I did see somebody streaming that the other day. I'll be sure to say hi then. Dude, absolutely, man. Please do. Please do, man. Love to meet you. If you only play the Burn Up and Shock, then my turn is Burn Up and Shock. We do not force a card from them. We do not force them to pitch a card. They go to 13. Then we go Scar for a Scar, gives the shelter. And then we go Rabble, card, and Tunic. And then the Arcanic Shockwave fuse. They take an arcane damage from... Or no, we don't fuse. Play the Lightning Press. Okay, this does not have Go Again, but we are going to set up and activate Aurora here. So I think that was their last defense reaction. I think we're now in a situation where, yeah, this is exactly the hand we wanted. I knew that the double Fry hand was coming back around. I actually thought it was like, I did not think that the 2 Fries were going to be in this hand. I thought we were 1 off, but this works out really well either way. This is just a phenomenal play pattern from us here. This works out like our like pitching and like putting the Fries back into the deck made it to where we have this consistency for the late game that I really like. Now, we're not going to have many cards left when we close the game out here, but I do like this a lot. And our opponent's priced into a really weird situation because we have an Arc Lightning coming back around, and also like them having to pitch to stop us from drawing to channel here off the Shockwave is massive. Massive. Under the trapdoor to go get the lair. We're also like fatiguing them, which is like kind of interesting. It's an interesting concept. And then it's Fry. Give me a card. We can probably just pitch the dagger, right? Just pitch to this. We might as well, I think. I think this is a fine play. They have to give us their card, and then we throw the Flittering Charge. We could have thrown the Fry there, but I think in the mindset that we're in, it's better to play it safe and pitch the cards, just in case they like Houdini us from the bottom of the table or something. But yeah. So I guess like after we like went through and talked about it, there was a world where we didn't have to play both the Arc Lightning. We could have saved the Arc Lightning and just played the Burn Up, but we were able to push through the Burn Up and strip cards. So I think ultimately it ended up working out for us. Getting a win like that to start is a very, very good feeling right there. You like to start out with the good wins right there. All right, testing by hero. We played against Mario. We went second. We did get the win. Pitching double Fry. Let us get there late. Good play to take ops whole hand. Gave us tempo late. We took a bunch of damage to try and make that decision, and it really worked out. So I'm glad that that whole play pattern worked out. But as everybody pointed out, there was a couple of lines that might have worked out differently depending on what we decided to do. So we had some different options there with what we were looking at. Especially with this Fab meta. Glad I regained my passion for my old game. Dude, this Fab meta is great, Annabelle. Fab meta is great. You just have to love... you just have to love playing Aurora. All right, Dodge, let me make a game here real quick, and I will send you a game. Let's see. I know I've got you over here on... let's see, it's been a minute. Oh, that's right. And your name's never... It's not Dodge over here. Dodge, send me a message really fast. Send me a message on Discord so I can shoot you the game here really quick so we can play. Everybody does not know we're going to be playing against Dodge after this. He's playing Zen, so getting some reps in here. All right, there we go. We're finally connecting back to Twitch and to YouTube, and it's not connecting to Twitch for some reason. That is so weird. I'm gonna pop out the Twitch chat. Yeah, just shoot me a message on Discord, brother. Josh, just shoot me a message on Discord, fam. All right, I'm gonna check. Okay, there we go. They're both back now. Okay. I was like, your name's not Dodge on Discord, and I can never find you for some reason. Have I never sent you a game before, dude? On Discord? I thought I had. I guess I haven't. Anyway, I just sent you the game, Dodge, so you'll have it. I guess we normally find each other quicker that way through, just through. Anyway. Rivals equals Gooner game. Oh yeah, dude, they're actively not even trying. They're actively not even trying, dude. It's actually crazy how bad like the skins and stuff are in Rivals. It's wild. This is a Crown of Providence matchup. Dodge, best of luck to you, buddy. Scars, Shelters, and Sigils, and we're gonna run it. Yep, this is what we want. Annabelle said, anime Icelander. So Leovold, I am playing against Dodge now. We're playing against Simo, playing Fang after this. And if you want to play a new game, I'm definitely down. It's definitely like a matchup I could use some reps into. I'm happy to just get reps into anything tonight. Just kind of, you know, playing some games and chilling tonight. I've pretty much settled on my 80 at this point, so. All right, Dodge is playing all the usual suspects here. Nothing too crazy. Are we talking about a different game? Are you guys talking about a different card game? I feel like you are in the YouTube chat right now. And that's okay if you guys are. I'm just curious. I think taking the less value pushed more damage was exactly what you needed that turn. Valk, I completely agree. Like, the less value ended up being a better overall turn cycle for me, I think. But I might just come back to worship the thighs, bro, Kit. Oh, get a couple hours, so I'll jam a game if I got time. Need to make sure. Yeah, no worries, dude. I completely understand, brother. I completely understand. If you're still around, man, we'll play one for sure. Be a lot of fun. I'd enjoy it. Oh, Dodge says he's thinking. Man, must be a clunker. Or maybe it's actually really good and it's just awkward. I don't know. Is Mr. Fantastic getting a lot of buffs? I must have missed that in the patch notes. I say that like I ever read the patch notes. I don't ever read the patch notes. Shame it's already 1 a.m. here. Annabelle, I mean, I completely get it. You should probably be asleep. It's 1 a.m. I promise you I will be asleep at 1 a.m. I don't know how y'all stay up so late all the time. Dodge is just passing. I mean, yeah, you know. All right, so we got a lightning press on top. So this is going to be 4. Go again. We're just going to activate Grasp and throw the Snatch. I guess we could throw the Lightning Surge and then activate Aurora Arsenal to Snatch. Could be a pretty good line here. It just really depends on what Dodge has. Yeah, I actually like that play better, right? I actually like that play better because we have the Lightning Press on top. I think that's just a better overall play here. It's just to throw the Lightning Surge and then activate Aurora and pass. I mean, Riptide's not a good matchup for me. I could definitely use a Riptide game later, Chris, if you want to. Still crying I can't go to London. Yeah, Annabelle, I hate you're not going to be able to make it. I'm very excited about the trip. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've got one more day of work. One more day of work. And then it is trip to London time. Pretty much like the entire day Wednesday is going to be like me traveling to London, which is interesting because we land in London at like I think it's 7:45 a.m. local time, and we're gonna stay up all day on Thursday. And like we're gonna go like see like the Eye, and like we're gonna like tour Parliament and like get some lunch and some stuff like that. So it should be a good time. Should be a good time. I think the plan is. I think we're just gonna play the shelter here. We might as well just block 4 consistently. I don't think there's a reason not to. We'll just play the value game with our D-reacts here. So I can watch the keynote, please and thank you. That sucks. I mean, it's a pretty good hit. We could just give him the lightning press. It's probably better to just block 6, right? We just get to keep our life total up. I was worried it was Command and Conquer. But Dodge also knew we had the lightning press. So now he knows that the Snatch has the lightning press behind it, and we have go again. So this is overall a pretty good turn. Do you have a trade binder you bring? Yeah, I definitely have a trade binder for sure. Yeah, I've got a trade binder. I've got like a promo binder, and I've got like a trade binder of stuff I bring with me. So yeah, there's all like, and I carry a lot of Majestics with me too, like playable Majestics I carry with me a lot, and like some deck boxes I have in my bag. Nothing crazy. Yo, Kevin, what's up, dude? Flying tomorrow? No, fly Wednesday. Fly Wednesday. How about you, man? When are you heading out, dude? Or are you already there? Going to London, going to Parliament sounds like the last thing I want to do. I mean, listen, I'm just saying, like, I think it sounds like fun to be able to go to Parliament, like, you know, do stuff like that. Probably a defense reaction here. No. I mean, this is a really good one to set up an arsenal here. We've been doing a really good job of just playing the value game so far. Yeah, we'll just take 4. I think this is fine. There's no reason to play a defense reaction here. I fly tomorrow evening, land Wednesday morning. Yeah, we're just going to let this happen. Yeah, so, dude, fly safe, man. Fly safe. Hope you get in well. Hope you get in well, brother. I'm staying with Team Ascent. Desperately needs some more testing. I mean, dude, it sounds like that'll be really good testing. There's a lot of really good players. I'm trying to think of Ascent. Ascent is Rhea, Mara. I'm trying to think. I can't think of other names off the top of my head of Ascent players. That's just because, like, I'm an uncultured swine, though. We'll target him. Force dodge, like, try and give us a card here. There was a world where we could go Arcanic Shockwave fuse with the Burn Up and Shock if Dodge pitches a red here. But the fact that Dodge pitches a yellow lines up pretty well for us, I think. Dagan, Brian Lorenz. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Mercy. I knew there was another big name that I wasn't thinking of. So there's quite a few. So you got quite a few big players that you're staying with. That'll be really good testing, man. That'll be really good testing. I laugh at our Parliament and how it still does shit like locking out the black hand. I don't even know what that means. Locking out the black hand? Yo, what? Like, pause? Pause? So take 1, go to 30. No? Willing to give up the hand here just to be able to... I mean, it makes sense. Giving up the hand for the Zen state feels like a pretty good place to be at. We can pitch both of these cards to grasp. which virtually does nothing. And then we would just pass. I think pitching both these cards to Grasp is actually a pretty good play because we're like trying to do our best to like mitigate the value here. And then we can wait for the Zen state to clear and then just get value out of the Sigil of Suffering, hopefully, is the goal. Hey, Moxie, I am not on the combo package. I have decided that I am not interested in the... I've decided that I'm not interested in that. I played about 50 games this weekend of the Serenade Skizik package. Plus, I tried it when it came out, and I did not like it. It felt very weird to me. Dude, I saw Rhea and Charlotte. Yeah, Rhea definitely still plays. I saw Rhea and Charlotte. So this is going to be transcend into some other nonsense here. Passover, banish an E-Strike, seems fine. Yeah, no, that was an interesting hand, right? It was a very interesting hand. Yeah, activate Zen. Maybe there's a world where they get greedy and we're able to get dodge with the Sigil of Suffering. We have to keep in mind that there are 2 tigers, 3 tigers in his hand. 3 of those cards are tigers. So there's 3 tigers and 3 unknown cards. We're probably just going to be taking a truckload of damage this turn. We might give up the crown here because the shockwave is not really doing a lot for us and we don't have a lightning card. In fact, I might just give up the crown here at like one of the first signs. Yeah, we'll take 1. There are 2 more tigers in Dodge's hand. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and give this here. It'll let us decide how we want to shake out this turn. 1 more tiger in the hand. This is for 5. We're going to go to 19. I mean, yeah. Even though Dodge had 4 defense reactions in his hand, I mean, it lined up for him to have the wax on, wax off turn. And then, like, we had a hand that was... I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're supposed to play more offense there. I don't know. That's the last tiger, so it's 2 unknown cards here. Two unknown cards in hand. I mean, yeah, we're probably just fucked now. I don't know how we're ever supposed to beat Zen when they just pop off 2 Zen states in 5 turns. Like, actually just don't know how we're supposed to do it. Because now we're, like, spinning our wheels to try and make something happen, but we're not really doing anything. Like, they're going to block with a couple of cards, but they had a, like, Dodge had a fairly good turn and then just, like, popped his chess piece. Yeah, double Zen state in 5 turns is pretty bad. And we have to use snaps to, like, even really generate go again here. We are just going to snap this, and then we'll pitch the Sigil of Suffering to Starfall. Like, defense reactions can be good, but they can also be kind of clunky at times. Hey, John, what's up, dude? Simo said, I guess it's my turn now. Yeah. I assume give a card. Yeah, makes sense. And then when I throw Snatch here, no, we're just going to throw Static Shock. Static Shock's going to get met with a 3 block from hand, and we're just not going to get any of the value we want here. Oh, it's a defense reaction. Saving the best for last, I suppose. Well, we did buy an entire turn with a tempo, but there's still another friggin' Zen state out there, so... Plus, like, we're just drawing this shit at the worst time. absolutely abysmal. 0 ways to generate Go Again in our hand. I know that we're not going to get any value off this. Like, they don't even have to pitch to prevent this, but we've had multiple, like, unplayable hands here. Dio's the only real hero in this economy. I guess we'll see this weekend, huh? Hey, yo, I'm glad to hear that week 2 on Epic is going well. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, Dodge has found another insanely good hand, I'm sure, and I'm just going to cry all the way home. Well, the Zen State's gone just in time for us to probably fall down to like 5 here. I mean, I don't really understand the value of closing the chain against wax on, wax off. I don't really understand the value there. I think this is one of my decisions. Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly inclined to agree with you that my decision points this game were highly irrelevant. I mean, we're gonna fight. I'm gonna try and focus up, and we're gonna try and crawl back into it here. I guess I'm not blocking in case this is a command and conquer. So Chase a Tail for 4, Tiger for 3. We're gonna go to 7. This would put me to 3. The last Tiger would do nothing. It's worth 3 points of offense or 3 points of defense. I mean, I think we're still just supposed to give it up here. That hitting doesn't matter. Dodge just cared about that because it was a 0 for 4. I don't think there's a world where we're keeping the Arc Lightning here. I think we have to have everything we can get this turn. I think we have to have everything we can get this turn. I think it's just how it's going to be. I mean, I'm going to be honest, Annabelle. I think very few games in this meta feel this way. I actually highly disagree with that take. I think that very few games feel that way in this meta. I mean, our opponent ripped 2 Zen States in the first, 5 turns of the game. Like, I can count on one hand the amount of times that's happened to me over the last 6 months of me playing this game. I don't know. Like, I feel like, I'm going to be honest, and this is a very unpopular opinion, but for all the people who don't like this meta, I think that it's a very, feels bad, and, you just are I think everybody's just kind of crying for no reason, if you want the truth. I know it's a little harsh, but that's exactly how I feel about it. Don't get me wrong, I understand, we had 0 agency this game. There was nothing we were doing this game. But I genuinely think that everybody's being a little bit of a crybaby about this format. I think this format's fine. If people were gonna stop playing the game, they were gonna stop playing the game when Bonds in Art of War was running around. And if you hate this more than you hate that, then I think you seriously need to go to an institution, because damn, that's wild. Hey, Botcha, what's up, dude? How are you, buddy? I guess we'll block like this. And Annabelle, please don't take that the wrong way. I'm not singling you out. I think that everybody is just super unhappy with this format, and I don't know why. There is a good share of decks that are viable. There's a good share of decks right now in the metagame that are very viable, and I just don't understand everybody's contempt right now. Yep, we're going to go to 1. Nothing I can do here. Having the no block in hand kind of sucks, but that's the life that we live as Aurora. Man, if we win this game, it's going to be a hell of a comeback. Hey, Bosun, what's up, buddy? Remove Enigma from the meta and I'm ecstatic. Even when people say stuff like that, I don't understand. Like, what do we hate so much about Enigma? Like, genuine question, what do we hate so much about Enigma? I actually think that Enigma's fine. Although we probably are just dead here. And by probably, I mean we're just dead here. Because, I mean, yeah, even if we do manage to stop everything else, we can't stop the mauling key here at the end of the chain, so... I actually agree with Dylan a lot. I think it's a very, like, common thing for gaming communities as a whole to feel frustrated and to, like, complain. Like, I think it's just a gaming community as a whole thing. Like, people just get frustrated and they have like a feels bad story against like a lot of decks and they really lean into that and they feel very upset about the whole thing. I'm just going to play these just to mess with Dodge. Yeah, that game did not feel good. I think that's kind of what happens when, like, I think that's how we lose to Zen, honestly, is just in that kind of like, in that kind of space. I think that we're just in a situation where it feels like we don't have a lot of agency over what happened. Dodge had 2 Zen states through turn 5. Wasn't much to do. Like, our defense reactions didn't line up well that game. Like, our offense didn't feel very good that game. Like, nothing felt like it was really coming together that game. And, you know, to be fair, like, I feel like Dodge played really well that game. Like, Dodge played really well, and his cards lined up for him. And, you know, like, a lot of, like, I know that, like, chat was kind of, like, laughing about Dodge's 4 defense reaction hand, but Dodge's 4 defense reaction hand arguably won him that game. So, I don't know. How do I feel about my chances for London? I mean, I feel pretty confident. Like, I've got a lot of games in, I've got a lot of reps in. I feel very practiced. I am worried that I'm not going to do well, but I think I've practiced and played as much as I can. And, you know, hopefully things break my way. I think that's kind of where I'm at right now, is just hopefully things break my way this weekend. I think that's one of the truths about playing card games that people don't talk about enough. So the triple chi turn after was really good. Yeah, for sure. I think people are just bad at the game and refuse to change how they play and are coping. I definitely agree with half of that statement. I think that people are unwilling to adapt, for sure. Like, people are unwilling to change things, and it feels very bad once people figure out how to beat what you're doing. So I do agree with that, Brian, but I don't really like calling people bad. I just find Aurora and unfun top deck and other aggro decks can just decide they prefer my slow metas. I mean, Annabelle, I feel like this is a very, very slow meta right now. I like very, very few games, very, very few games, in my opinion, are won before turn 5. Even the aggro matchups are rarely won before turn 5, in my opinion. I don't think this is like an aggro meta. I think Aurora is a really good aggro deck, but I think Aurora is like a very solid mid-range deck as well. Yeah, I don't think this is like an aggro meta. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm struggling with that take, Annabelle. Like, I get that Aurora feels bad because there's the turns where it's just forego again. It does feel bad, especially if I have a channel in play. Or like the turns where I go, like, you know, like I have a channel in play and then I go Arc Lightning. And then it's like forego again. And it's like one of them's a snatch. So there's an on-hit effect. And, like, you know, there's all that stuff that factors into it. I definitely get that. But I don't know. Like, I don't think that this is... I don't know. I don't think this is like this unhealthy aggro meta that everyone thinks it is. This is a very, like, every deck, even the aggro decks, have to be able to play mid-range. And, like, I refuse. Like, I will die on that hill. I just want Aurora gone and to play Necro. I mean, I think Necro is going to be cool, but, Like, Aurora's not going to be gone before Nationals. Like, I think we're all a little delusional if we think that's happening, to be honest. Heavy Hitters was Grind City. Heavy Hitters was like Grind City. I agree, it was very grindy. Simo, are you still around? You still want to play KO? You think she's gone before Nationals? I mean, Cusco, if she's going to be gone before Nationals, she's at 600 and some points. 2 points per ProQuest. She'd have to win, like, probably, like, what? Like, half the ProQuests or more? Like, we're talking about one hero winning 50% of all events, which are, like, Starvo numbers. And then she has to win PT as well. I mean, she could. I don't think she will. I don't think she will. I don't know. Like, I just... Aurora doesn't win that many events, guys. Like, she comes in second. She top 8s a lot. But, like, I mean, she didn't win Jakarta or the other Battle Harden this weekend. Like, 2 Battle Hardens this weekend, and Aurora didn't win either. And she was the main population of what we were looking at this weekend. So, I don't know. My man said I'm an open format. Yo, what? Open CC. I have not played Open CC in a while, Simo. This should be interesting. Simo, best of luck to you, brother. All right, Crown of Providence, Diet, Carapace, Grasp, Snaps, and we're boarding in our aggro package. Just trying to set up here. We do need a 60th card that'll probably help. And Simo's waiting to pick to see who goes first. Aurora eats in smaller tournaments? That's fair. Hey, Andrew, what's up, dude? Aurora got 320 this hunted season. Okay, so maybe she does. Maybe she does get there. I don't know. Maybe she does get there. I don't know. I just, like, people have adapted to Aurora, like, way more than they were prepared for it at the beginning of RTN season. Like, see, like literally Simo right now is telling me he has tech. Every deck has tech into Aurora. I mean, I don't like she did gain the most LL points this season, and I hear what you guys are saying, but also she has slowed down significantly over the last 6 weeks, or the last 4 weeks, I guess, because everybody's teching into her. She's not winning as many events. Like, I think you're going to see what happened with Zen. Like, I know that it's not the same because we're not getting bannings, but I'm telling you, she's going to slow down significantly. Oh, he's on the new tech that I've seen. I have seen this. I played against it the other day. It's very obnoxious. Let's set up an embodiment or a thing in pass. It's funny because I don't even think that I don't even think that defense reactions are just, like, tech per se, but they are very good. So if I go Arc Lightning, Static Shock, Lightning Surge, Arcanic Shockwave, I can Arsenal the Sigil of Suffering here. It's going to require us to take a little bit of damage here, but it's not bad, right? Yeah, dude, like, Matthew, this is the new tech that Fang's on. They're on the Spell Void here, which is insanely powerful in my opinion. I think it's very powerful. Yeah, I don't think everybody's truly considering, like, what happens to all these aggro decks when a new set comes out. They all slow down. It's always what happens. I never said she was the most broken hero ever or anything. I just think she's obnoxious and I don't like her play patterns. I don't think anybody's saying she's not obnoxious. I think it's a very definitive fact that she is one of the most fair best decks in the format we've ever had. It's literally just 0 for 4s. over and over again. Like, and there's a lot of really good defense reactions and like equipment and fridges. So like, I just think that I don't know. I just like I guess like I'm just like, somebody said this in the chat earlier and I read it and it was like a perfect example of how I feel about it. I don't get the hate at all. I do not get the hate in the slightest. It makes zero sense to me. So this is 4 or pitching that to Starfall's 3, so I mean, don't get me wrong, like, you guys have your right to dislike whatever you like. I mean, there's no judgment for me. Dislike whatever you want. I stand by my take that I think everybody's being, like, a little bit of crybabies about the whole thing. I'm curious to know how they play this. I don't really want to let the third fealty come online. So that turn cycle actually cost Simo a fealty, which works out for me. Complaining is fun. Don't take this from me. Brick, I love that, dude. Listen, if you want to be upset because you want complaint equity, no shade. None. You get no shade from me. If you just want to complain because you don't like something, have at it. Not bothering me at all. I am going to march to my own drum and play the deck that I'm really enjoying. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I did not like certain things. There were like certain things I just did not enjoy playing. I did not like I didn't like Starvo. Like, I hated Starvo. It wasn't fun. I did not enjoy the whole thing. Man, I don't want to give this up to stop them from marking me. Really don't want to give up equipment here. I think we're just going to go to 26. I mean, yeah, no one likes Starvo. That's true. You enjoyed playing against New as Victor. I want, like, when I was playing Victor all the time, I did, actually. When I was playing Victor all the time and I was very, like, on board with, like, the best way to play Victor, I actually thoroughly enjoyed that matchup quite a bit. I think it was very skill intensive and a lot of fun for me. But don't get me wrong, it was miserable at times. It was miserable. I agree with Bluke. If you ban Flicker Wisp, like, I do not agree that banning Flicker Wisp is correct. I think people that want Flicker Wisp banned, just, again, I know I sound like a broken record tonight, but have like a, oh, it sucks, and have like a feels bad story. Flicker Wisp is not a problem. Flicker Wisp gives us playability into certain matchups and certain decks. Like, again, I think if you think Flicker Wisp is a problem, then, like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys sometimes. Well, from here, it's just a straight race. Hunt's End is pretty good. The problem is that, like, this deck is just more efficient than me. And I honestly, it feels like most of these decks have just come to terms with the fact that they're just saying, like, if we play Jarl, like, fuck it, I lose. That's just all there is to it. Like, there's these other decks that they're just, like, literally saying, if I play it, like, I'm fucking losing, and that's all there is to it. And they're deciding to play Aurora, like, to beat Aurora, which I actually agree with. I think it's the way you have to go into the PT, because at PT, you're either playing Aurora or you're playing something that you think beats Aurora, and that's all there is to it. And I say, think that beats Aurora, because nobody knows until the cards are on the table, right? Like, it's just, like, you just never know. Also, if Fang's going to be everywhere, maybe we're just on Vaporize and Shock. Like, maybe that's just the play, is playing Vaporize and Shock. We do get to push quite a bit of damage this turn. I mean, they were at 26. They blocked 4, and it looks like they're going to fall down to 13 here. So we're able to take a 5. Oh, no, that all you got? Also, every deck is playing this. So they're going to fall to 15, and they're going to have a 3-card hand in an arsenal. Would really like to draw a channel. Like, I would love to draw a channel, actually. Vaporize and Shock feels okay into Vincent, is what I would say. Like, it feels fine. I don't know that it's that good, in my opinion. But it could just be, like, some sideboard tech. I mean, it's true. Like, Jarl gets a lot of value once that happens. I actually agree with that. This hand, like, can't decide what it wants to do. This hand feels like no blocks, and we're just going to have to push the burn-up hit here, I think. I think we're going to have to go... Yeah, so we get, like, double marked here. Vaporize and Shock does feel pretty good. Like, do we block this? Maybe just to stay at 10 here. So the question is, do we play the Arc Lightning or not? Like, we probably have to, right? So it's Arc Lightning, both sides of Burn Up and Shock, and then we can E-Strike, draw a card, Somersault, and Snap. Or I could not push the Burn Up and Shock. I mean, I really want to get all the cards out of their hand. And by all of them, I realistically mean 3. Taking 4 cards out of our opponent's hand at this point in the game feels hyper unrealistic. I think we're just going to snap here. Okay, so if I snap and somersault this, it's E-Strike for 7 to push this effect, basically. Or it's 4 and 4. Yeah, I think we're just going to go 4 and 4. Man, I wish this was a card that we could use to push this effect here. It would be so good. You have to decide, is this worth burn up? Are your 2 cards worth burn up? Damn, okay, that sucks. When we got both pieces, when we got the equipment there, I thought we had it. Is there anything we want to put on the bottom? I don't think so. I think we have to block 2 since we're at 10. Is there anything that kills us? Hunt's End is +5, so we would take 6 to 2. I think we have to take this, right? Like, there's nothing that kills us from here. And we end up just going to 7. Our CLVs are hiding this game, Andrew. Okay, so this turn, we're going to have to go Burn Up and Shock, Arc Lightning, because we cannot risk the value not being there. Yeah, so it's both sides of Burn Up and Shock. We have to push this effect here. If we're going to stay in the game, we have to this turn. And then it's going to be Arc Lightning. And then I'm actually going to lead on the Gone in a Flash here. Because the Gone in a Flash is going to give us the ability to, like, represent some nonsense here. They spell void this. So this is interesting. 4 takes 1 card in Skullcap. If I throw Starfall, I'm putting my opponent to 1, leaving myself an out of Burn Up or a Sigil of Suffering, because I think we've only put 1 on the bottom. So we have 1 Burn Up in deck and 1 Sigil of Suffering. I actually think this is more correct because this forces a card out of their hand no matter what. Even if it's that all you got, it's fine, I think. And then if they don't want to go to 1... Damn, okay, that sucks. I think we just lost here. Hey, what's up, Svet? How are you, buddy? I think Sigil and Fang is actually really powerful. I actually think it's insanely good. This version of the deck that people have been playing and setting up is very good into Aurora. It is one of the few reasons that I'm genuinely considering Vaporize and Shock. Okay. We're going to go to 5. So if it's a +3, we're dead. Like +3 is just dead. Blistering Blade. So Blistering Blade or Hunson just kills me on the spot. Hunson kills me on the spot. Scar Tissue kills me on the spot. There's multiple 0-for-3s that just kill me here. So we're just going to give this up. I'm not going to Crown, and I'm going to see how they play this. I don't think I could no block there. They have a defense reaction, they arsenal. No, they drew it? Okay. Well, I think the second Sigil put this game out of reach because it just doesn't really matter how we play this. I'm willing to go to 1 here. They have no Spell Void, no Arcane Barrier. This puts them to 3, and we block this out completely. It's not an option for them. We'll see how they play this one. Yep. Yep. Nothing we can do. This variation of the deck that, like, I don't know who built this deck, but whoever set this up is very good into Aurora. I played against it a couple of times online, and I mean, I don't know how much of it I'll see at the PT, but like I think it's something that people will show up with. I think it's something people will show up with. We also had to go first that game, I think. Yeah, we had to go first that game, which also sucks. Like letting our opponent go second and us having like not playing a channel all game was super relevant as well. We didn't play a single channel, which is also my other loss to this version of Fang. I'm 1-2 into this version of Fang. That is both games I've lost to the Fang where I have not played a single version. I've not played a single copy of CLV, which has felt really bad. But my one win, I did play a CLV and I won into it. So let's see. Didn't draw CLV. Was a close game. Skullcap Package is good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it is what it is. It feels like, I think, in this matchup a lot of times. Like, we're either lucky enough to get there or we're not. I think it's just kind of how it goes. Like, if we draw good cards, I think we win. Camo is on purple Discord. Weston, I'm sure that Camo would be happy to, Simo would be happy to share it with you in the Discord if you want. Exclamation point Discord. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to share it with you, man. If you're not in there with us already. Let's see. Was it the game or my deck? It was my deck. All right, so I'm going to take a short break. I got to use the bathroom here really quick. I'm going to take 2 minutes. I'm going to use the bathroom. When I come back, we're going to be playing more Aurora. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. What? Rookie numbers? Bro, Cusco's out here. Look, this motherfucker's just sitting over there with a pot of sauce going, oh yeah, I'm stirring that shit up, baby. I'm stirring it up. Oh my God, we're going crazy tonight. This is as close as I'm ever going to get to going Super Saiyan right now. So I just need you all to know how, like, back-to-back Command and Conquer Pummel turns in back-to-back games! And you know what? Just like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not fucking leaving! That's right! This is the kind of content we're looking for right here. The fab tutorials that blow your mind. Blow your mind. The recipe is literally just vodka and Sprite and some Mio. You know, it's the water flavoring. All right, short break, and we're back. Let's jump in. Let's keep playing. I actually don't think it's really correct for me to change any of my cards to be explicitly prepared for Fang. I don't even know what I would cut, to be honest, at this point, to like play Vaporize and Shock in the sideboard. Like, I don't know what I would play. I don't think there's anything that I would even play to run Vaporize and Shock. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't... I don't know. Like, it doesn't make enough sense to me. Like, it's a really good card, and I'm not saying that it's bad. I just don't know what I would cut from the deck. Because anything you cut effectively, like, directly affects... effectively directs like other matchups, and I just like, I mean, what am I going to play? One Fang, and I'm hoping to draw well. Like, you know, just hoping to like draw some good cards, I think is like really ultimately the goal. You know, like I just think that's kind of how it is. Simo said, "Hey, I know that guy." I'm the Fang gang's leader, self-proclaimed. Listen, I'm here for it, dude. I'm here for it. Also, guys, thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate y'all chilling and being here on a random Monday night. A lot of things y'all could be doing, so I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I think we're just gonna activate Grasp and just pass. I hate having to go first. Our opponent is not on the new tech. Man, that's 2 games in a row of Pledge Fealty on turn 0. Cool. So we are gonna take a little bit of damage here, because we need to be able to turn on our Scar for a Scar. The plan is to go Scar for a Scar into... We're going to go Scar for a Scar. Ooh. Yeah, let's block that. We're going to go Scar for Scar, Static Shock, Lightning Press, and then Arsenal the Lightning Surge. No blocks here. And Dear Devotion. So they're already up to 2 fealties, and we've played one turn of the game. This is also like what's not very good for us, is that if our opponent's just able to put things like this together, then we're just not in good spot. Yo, what's up, James? How are you, buddy? You doing all right, man? Scar feeling pretty good. Is this really just enabling go again for our turn here? And then we're just going to throw the Static Shock, and we're going to hit him with a Lightning Press. Our opponent just blocking efficiently. I think Fang is favored into Aurora. I think your version, like that version of the deck, is favored into me. These versions, I disagree. I think these versions are just like set up to prime to lose to me when we both draw like our hands. But I do agree that like your variation with Skullcap and stuff like that is favored into me. The Spell Void is very, very relevant. But like right here, this is so free, it's crazy. I mean, I think we're not really on it, to be honest. I think a lot of people aren't actually on Vaporize and Shock because it's felt so unnecessary. For such a long time now. Oh, you should be. You 100% should be, buddy. Like, I think that building the deck for Aurora is the play. Through and through. I think that is the play. Well, I don't really want to give them the third fealty back, so I think we're just going to block and force their hand to be a little bit awkward next turn. I think we want to save the Arc Lightning for Arsenal here, right? Like, we really want to save the Arc Lightning for Arsenal? I mean, if the opponent's willing to give up multiple cards here and some equipment to try and stop us, I actually think I'm okay with that. Yeah, I mean, the sigils are what makes it work. I am wholeheartedly in agreement with you on that. The sigils are what makes it work. Like, without the sigils, I actually think that, like, the sigils are really good. The Skullcap pieces and the sigils are insane. But sigils also work out for you in other matchups, so I don't think it's, like, crazy that you're running it into me, you know? Think we were probably supposed to play that differently. Since the third fealty was coming through regardless, we were probably supposed to play that a little bit differently here. If my opponent has the shelter, we'll just cry a little bit. Although we can't just get around the shelter. It doesn't really matter. They do have the shelter. You'll prevent the arcane damage from the last shelter, from the shelter there, the rune chant, and now it's going to be 2 go again and 1 arcane, and we're just going to get the card. Unless you have another one, if they have another shelter, they will get the value they want. Seems highly improbable, though, at this point. Double shelter in one hand would actually be insane. So it's going to be Ravenous Rabble for 4 go again. You love to see it. Crowning here is interesting. The Skullcap's great. Yeah, it's just great for even stuff like Dio, Florian, and Syndra. Yeah, I mean, I think that version of Fang has real legs in this format. I think that you're probably like your biggest struggle is to like fade things like Jarl. And I know that like Dylan was talking earlier about how like there are people like it just won't be played. And I understand what he's saying, but there will be people playing it at PT. Like there will be people playing it going, oh, I hope I don't play against it. Like that's just what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a card. Fuck it. I don't feel like dealing with this. Go get him, champ. Go get him. Because we're gonna do everything we can to push this burn up and shock. Oh yeah, completely agree, Adam. Completely agree. Additional attack. I mean, I guess because you're going to draw a card, you're going for the additional attack here. Yeah, we're no blocking it up. Searing Gaze marks me. It's fine. It's just damage at this point. It doesn't matter. Just go in all in. I mean, sure. I guess the fealty's worth 1 extra point there, so it's worth it. Yeah, makes sense. Both sides of Burn Up and Shock. Put you to 18. Scar for 4, go again. Dude, you're not bothering me at all. This can be a Fang chat. It didn't bother me, dude. I'm here for it, brother. I'm here for it. I honestly love hearing all the fuck. I honestly love hearing all the different things that you guys talk about, because it makes it it's a really interesting conversation for me to see your all's thoughts. So it's going to be card and bracers. No defense reaction. Oh, you're just taking 8. Okay. Can safely say I was not expecting that. I mean, we have the somersault. We might as well play it, right? There's no reason not to. Block 2? Oh, shit. Sorry. And then when they go to pass, it's going to be activate Aurora. They're still going to get a pretty good hand to set up here for next turn, but I think it's going to be okay, because we're going to get to have a 5-card hand, hopefully. What happened? I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Shoo! What the hell is happening? That's frustrating. I wanted to be able to fix this. Yeah, Talishar skipped his Arsenal step, but normally you can revert. I was just going to play back through the turn. I was just going to play back through the whole turn. And just play it out. Situationally, Lightning Press could be very good. I think I'm way more interested in the Sigil here. I don't think the lightning press is where we want to be. Okay, so if it is the Hunt's End, which we have seen 0 copies of, I block 1/1 and then it's 5. So I can block with the chess piece and hope it's not the Hunt's End here. I mean, it's damage whether it's damage, right? It doesn't really matter. Can we win the game if we block Entwine and Heaven's Claws and somersault them back? Then our turn is 7. I think we have to hope it's not here. Wow. Immensely rewarded. All right, so it's 4 go again. We're going to somersault this back. Throw the Starfall. No reason for us to do anything here. It's like, I'm assuming they wanted to play something there. You hate Endearing because it makes you pitch stuff like that? Yo, back with Chili Chicken. Go on, you have my attention. That sounds kind of cool. Okay, so Op stays at 5. Somersault back the Entwine Lightning. We have to go Discharge into Entwine Lightning, Fuse here for 7. This only guarantees we take 1 card. Wait, this only guarantees 1 card. Shelter is pretty good. Opponent goes to 1. We have 2 copies of Burn Up and Shock and 2 copies of Sigil left in the deck that we're drawing as outs here, which, again, I don't really like leaning on this very much, but I think it's like fair outs here. I mean, our opponent could be on Sigil just like Simo was, which would be a blowout here. God almighty. I feel so bad. It's amazing how good that card is into me. That's lethal, right? Yeah. Exaxes. Never winning the game if I block with 2 cards. I mean, I don't really know how we're supposed to win that game, to be honest. I don't know. Like, I feel like we optimized damage at every single turn we could, and we still just could not find the turn cycles we needed. I don't know. I mean, maybe we're just required to draw more than 1 channel in a 7-turn game. I mean, to be fair, in 7 turns, we see half of our deck. It's not crazy to think we draw a second one there, but that does make us 0-2 into Fang tonight, which I refuse to believe is just this bad. I refuse to believe is just this bad. There's also both games we've had to go first, so I don't know. That's also not great. Close game, but fell short late. And just maybe when I'm watching that game tomorrow, I go back and find like way better optimizations that I could have had. But sitting here, if you guys see anything, I'd be more than happy to hear about it. But I mean, play me and I'll scoop immediately. Oh, hey, Eric. What's up, dude? I don't know what you mean, apparently. Steven said Fang Gang. Everybody's super excited. Oh, Azalea. All right, so Azalea is Crown of Providence, Carapace, Grasp, and Snaps. We are on Sigils, Scars, and Shelters. I think there was one burn up shock term where you went sword into 4 when it could have been 4 snaps for. I mean, I guess I died with snaps on the board, so it makes sense that that would have been a better play. I think that's one thing that I'm going to have to like really pay attention to this weekend. But Billy, I appreciate you pointing that out, man. I'll be sure to go back and look at that. 0-2 into Fang tonight, yeah. I think that just like the life gain is just really good in general. Like, I don't think it's anything like uber specific, to be honest, Robert. Just like the game is super tight, and like you being able to like turn on your hero ability is really powerful. Like you can crack a fealty token and just like get going with everything and just like keep your whole hand going. Plus, like late in the game, like when I have Summer Stalled, I'm forced to block with multiple cards early. What is DOJ for? What is DOJ? Well, this feels bad. We're going to hope that we draw into a lightning card here. All right. Everybody's on some sauce tonight. Oh, Balance of Justice? If you're talking about Balance of Justice, I like it for the mirror. I like it for the mirror. I like it for Prism. Has a couple of utilities. Let's go. Icicle TCG. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you are new to the channel, you're hanging out with us for the first time, whatever your story is, we got 3 questions we ask everybody, and they are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. I would love to get to know you guys. Not a lightning card. I was pretty willing to pitch the Grasp there to be able to set up, but yeah. Oh well. The account I use for Fang content, I love it, dude. I love it. All right, so we pushed through 4 points. We're just going to arsenal the sigil here. They're probably going to hold the red until they have something really powerful, I imagine. Which is funny, because I'm, like, super happy to take that. Seek and Destroy. Okay. Okay. 11 with double Seek and Destroy, which means we need to cover this up. 3, 6, 8, 11. Gone in a Flash, Current Funnel, Grasp, Sigil, throw Static Shock, Arsenal the Lightning Surge. Seems pretty good. I highly doubt they're willing to give up their arsenal for 1 point. It's like it has to be worth more than that, so I'm assuming they're going to keep it. I mean, I guess if we were going to play Vaporize and Shock, and I'm just throwing shit against the wall right now because I highly doubt it'll make it into my deck. I don't think there's any world that. I don't think there's any world, to be honest. But if it was going to make it into my deck, I'm assuming we have to cut the. I'm assuming we cut the Ninth Blades. We cut Ninth Blades for 2 copies of Vaporize and Shock. This hand's insane. Well, it was insane. Was insane before they just decided to go crazy here. I mean, listen, if I play 5 Fangs at London and I just happen to lose to a bunch of Fangs at London, then, you know, God wasn't on my side. Boys, and I hate to break it to you, but sometimes shit is, that's just how it goes. 10 dominate, inertia, and pox token. So we will. All right, I already see our play here. I think we're just taking 10, going to 30, and then we're going to throw Lightning Surge. We're going to pitch Flittering Charge and Entwine Lightning to activate Aurora, and then we're going to pitch the Heaven's Claws to the Bloodrot Pox, and then have the Valley in play. Technically, we could block 3. This is worth 3, or it's worth 2 here. Yeah, so we block 3, play the channel, play the Lightning Surge, pitch both of these to Aurora. Yeah. Since a hero, they can't play more than one attack action card. Yeah, that's what I thought that did. So blocking 3 makes more sense. You're expecting Fang to have a great breakout performance? Is that out of bias? Honest question. Like, just an honest question. Because I spent a year telling people that Dash was going to have its breakout performance. And it just never did. Because it wasn't primed for a good spot. It's red in the ledger at home. How do you do into Fang and paper? Talishar draws aren't like your Magic Shuffles. I mean, bro, I don't know about my Magic Shuffles. But... that's funny. In paper, I've lost to Fang once. Like playing CC with Aurora. I've lost to it once. Actually, do I even want to draw a card? Yeah, because technically I could draw a blue, right? All right, so we're going to pitch this and this, and then the Entwine Lightning is going to go to the bottom first. Yep. And then we have Gone in a Flash, Discharge, E-Strike, draw a card, and we can play the Shelter defensively here. There are rumors of 2 or 3 teams taking Fang to the PT. I mean, listen, if that's the case, then maybe we should be more prepared for it. Because I'm coming prepared for Prism more than I am that, to be honest. But if everyone thinks it's going to be so popular, then, you know, maybe it's time to reconsider. Like, genuinely. This is for 8 Dominite. Yeah, I mean, we're going to do this and give Shelter because it's face up that I'm not going to bottom anything because I really like our hand. I hate that it gives me the option to choose it as an instant here because it's like, clearly I don't want to do that. I've heard the PT's just 200 Auroras. That would not surprise me in the slightest. That would not surprise me in the slightest, to be honest. Judge, Jury, Executioner is really cool. I don't even think I would play Vaporize and Shock if I had it in the mirror, to be honest, Jorge. How are you sideboarding against Florian? So Lubinaris, if you're a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, if you link YouTube or Twitch to the Discord, it has access to my list with all of my sideboard matchups and how I'm playing them and stuff like that. Vaporize is a high ceiling, low floor kind of card. Completely agree, Billy. Completely agree. Completely agree. All right, we'll draw a card to see what we hit. It is Discharge to return this to our hand. And then I guess it's going to be E-Strike for buff and then Arsenal the Scar. When you snipe a CLV and draw a card off your own CLV, you feel like a god, though. I mean, yeah, even if I had it in the mirror, even if I had it in my deck for the mirror, I would not be playing it in the mirror. It's not what I want it for, in my opinion. I like this hand a lot. On the immobilizing shot turn, oh yeah, I should have done that. I could have pitched the Entwine Lightning to the Starfall. Yeah, and then pitch my other 2 cards to Aurora. Yeah, that would have been better. Good call. Good call, Silly. Thank you for pointing that out. Prism, Jarl, and Kano are our boogeymans. It's kind of funny because, like, I don't mind to play against Prism or Kano right now. Of course, I guess that's just kind of how it goes, though, right? I mean, yeah, Red in the Ledger is just Red in the Ledger right here, right? Like, there's not much I'm doing about it. Play the Scar for a Scar. Play the Channel. Lightning Press it. If we draw a Lightning card, we pitch that and Snatch to Aurora, or we can just kind of give ourselves an intellect penalty here, I think. We're going to end up falling down to 17, but I think we have an okay. I mean, basically 15, but I think we have an okay. I am playing Charmers. I am playing Charmers. Yeah. No, I know what you meant, Simo. I know what you meant, buddy. Oh, did I miss it earlier in the chat? Sorry. I think he's well positioned. Decent into Aurora, has game into Enigma, and is probably the best mid-range deck in the game. Oh, yeah, I mean, he's absolutely insane into, like, into any of the mid-range decks. I actually completely agree with that. I think he is, like, crazy above, like, rate in mid-range games, because you're able to block with 2 to 3 cards and still present a ton of damage on most turns, which is insane. Curious to see how they play this out. Lord. Excuse me. Mario's gonna win it all? I mean, not saying it's not possible. Are we supposed to play the Lightning Press here? I mean, they've shown us Fate for scenes. It's probably just yes, I imagine. Oh! We're pitching the Arc Lightning here to Aurora. The other option is we could pass and pitch these to the Pox token, right? Stay at 17 and Arsenal this. We're under red in the ledger. We can't snap, Annabelle. I mean, if we did, it wouldn't do anything. We're under red right now. They have to have Codex to play another red. If they have their last copy of Knock the Death Whistle, they could throw the crazy arrow at me, Judge, Jury, Executioner. I think we're going to pitch this to Aurora and pass. All right. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, no, you're good, Annabelle. You're good. I completely understand. All right, so 8. We're realistically only blocking 10 here. Yo, Trent, let's go. My man with 14 months of that tier 1 support. Trent, thank you so much, brother. My man just called me a chicken jockey. What the hell does that even mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What's happening? Yo, what's up, Brad? I guess we can only block 10 no matter how we play this out. So there's no reason to block with our equipment here. We're just gonna give both of the defense reactions. Thankfully, the opponent had no floating resources or tunic available. So we do get to draw off channel, which doesn't really do anything, I guess. Back-to-back reds like this can really hurt. A chicken rider, like from the Minecraft movie. I have not seen the Minecraft movie, actually, so I'm a little behind on the times there. Yo, let's go! Ryder Luard with those 4 months of Prime support, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. My man said, money for you to drink your sorrows away when you lose at PT London. Bro, absolute savagery in the chat, dude. It had Dominate. He activated Azalea's ability, Azurgun. So we always, like, we couldn't block with another card from hand. I would have loved to. Right there, to be honest. We're just going for draw card. We're just getting a value. Oh, Annabelle, I do forget that you, honestly. I always forget that you, Annabelle. That's funny. Well, Annabelle, thank you so much for the 4 months of Prime support. I appreciate it. Just doing a few last minute things. When do you head to London? We are leaving Wednesday. So playing Aurora tonight, which admittedly is not going well. Kind of been getting our butt kicked in the Fang matchup tonight. And then on Wednesday we leave. So I'll be doing draft practice tomorrow night. Be doing some draft practice tomorrow night. Draw blue. I mean, yeah, we're just supposed to go to 10 here, I think. We can Arsenal a Snatch, I think, has to be the play. If we'd drawn a yellow, we probably would have pitched it to the Pox token. It's your favorite TCG deck of all time. Is it from Vanguard? It's in the deck list chat of the Discord. I can't post links here. Yeah, no, it won't come through. Like, the YouTube chat prevents it, and I don't know why. I don't know what I did to piss off the YouTube gods, but I did something to piss them off, so. Hey, Brad, I like that, dude. It's a mentality I'm talking about, brother. 8 Dominate and a Ponder, so 3, 4, 5, take 3. And then it's Entwine Lightning, pitch the Snatch, fuse with the Flittering Charge. Or I could block 2, take 6, go to 4. And I could go Entwine Lightning, pitch the Static Shock, fuse with the Flittering Charge. We'll see what happens. Hamstring Shot's obnoxious, but I still think we have enough to, like, pressure some cards here. They'll have to decide if they Arsenal a card if they want to give up New Horizon here. So it's going to be Entwine Lightning, pitch the Static Shock, fuse with the Flittering Charge. I'm pretty sure it was dominated. That's why I had the counter on it, right? I think that's what the counter was there, Jody. Maybe it wasn't dominated and I missed it. I mean, it's fine if it wasn't. I wasn't really interested in, like, we would have had to have, what, to block 8, we would have had to have given up 3 cards there. Like, we can't give 2 cards and an equipment there. We would have been forced to give up 3, and I don't like that at all. So I think we made the correct play here. We're just going to throw the Snatch, and then we're going to snap. We're going to hope that our opponent makes a mistake of giving us a card here. It does feel highly improbable that he give us a card, but still. This has been a very good game. I mean, yeah, so, like, Dave said that it wasn't dominated, but it wasn't worth it to block, and I actually wholeheartedly agree with that. Like, in my head, it was dominated, but I was like, I don't give a shit. Like, who cares? Like, this does not matter enough for us to care. Because my hand would have been block with 4 cards to stop that out. It would have went 3, 5, 7, 9, and then I would have thrown Snatch and passed. I would rather just throw 12 here, like with on-hit effects here. So Hold Net was a line that I considered leading on the Flittering Charge. and then using snaps to be able to pitch the snatch to throw Starfall, and then throw the other, then throw the snatch at the end would have been better. But I think I just like this play better. Now, it ended up working out. I think our opponent's supposed to block with Tunic there or something, to be honest, but it did really line up for us. That's a little awkward. That is pretty awkward. And this is for 1. Yeah, I think we're just supposed to throw this. God, this feels so bad. I don't think it was supposed to be Flittering Snap. I don't think it was supposed to be Flittering Snap. Well, drawing into the shelter works out pretty well, because we're just going to arsenal it. I wanted to keep the cards instead of pitching to Grasp, just in case like we didn't end up with an arsenal there. So this is Dominate or no? This is 8 Dominate. Man. So block, Flittering Charge, and the shelter. Also not playing super great tonight. I feel like that's probably part of it, right? Like maybe this will give me something good to like go back and review tomorrow. So they're gonna block with what? 2 cards and a New Horizon. I think throwing Snatch and then activating Aurora is better. Yeah, no, it was definitely like the 4th or 5th red in the ledger this game. You don't have to tell me. I've got this new Chapel Roan song stuck in my head. I can't get it out of my head. It's called The Giver or something like that, I think. It's really good. If you guys like Chapel Roan and you haven't heard it, you guys should listen to it. Okay. So we get... How are you dealing with New, by the way? I actually feel like we're very favored into New. I mean, I'm not going to say very favored, Makolo, but I do think we are favored. And Weston, they have the prevention here, and they have AB 1 through bracers. What does it say? So this just says prevent the next damage that would be dealt. Well, they cannot throw a... So we block 3, go to 1, and then we go Arc Lightning, Lightning Surge, Lightning Press. Right? Can't play more than 1 attack action and 1 non-attack action during their next action phase. Yeah, so we get 1 non-attack and 1 attack here. So they're going to have to pitch a card. That or it's wildly crazy to break this here. Yeah, Bracers has AB on it. I feel favored when going second, but when going first versus new, it feels really horrible. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can be tough. Like, new's not like a free win. There are no decks in the format right now that are a free win for Aurora, in my opinion. Like, I don't think that there are any decks that are a free win in the matchup in the field for Aurora right now. I think every win you're getting right now, everyone is so teched for Aurora that I think you are just like, you're having to like tooth and claw for every win you get right now playing Aurora. So yeah, I mean, I don't like, I think new is favored whether you're going first or second, but I do agree that new gets more points into you if they go second. 25. I haven't played against Zelly in a long time. We did go second. We did get the win. I misplayed a couple of times, but the draws lined up well because I feel like that's accurate. Timo, I would love to play more games against you, to be honest. I did not like, I think I could just use more like Fang reps for sure. Like, here, let me post a game. Is the M not working? Bro, are you kidding me? Yeah, the M's not working. All right. I can't even type misplays. Yeah, I don't even know what to name it here. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get interesting here. Well, no, people. Yeah, the M and the N are not working. I do not understand the code that lets this happen. No M's for you? Exactly, dude. Exactly. We're just gonna go CO. I'm gonna name the game CO because right now that's what we got. I don't know. I don't know what else we'd be naming the game at this point. Simo's paying really good attention. Simo, you can go second if you want to, buddy. In fact, I'd like for you to do whatever you'd prefer to do. I'd prefer you to do whatever you want to do here, just because I want the best practice. I wonder if is there some weird world we're supposed to run? My man said we love Talishar. No M or N. All right, so we've got our package that we're running. We're probably gonna. If Simo's up for it, I'm probably gonna run out the rest of the stream tonight playing this matchup because I really want to know how this feels. If Simo gets aggressive here, we'll just block accordingly. I was like, I would love for Simo to give us the I think we'll block like this. We'll try to like set up a burn up and shock. I'm not a fan of Zap Clappers, to be honest, Xena. I do not. I think Zap Clappers is a trap. A little bit of an unpopular opinion, I think, but that's true. The value game is tough when there is a value game is tough when there is three fealties online. The one thing I don't like about playing Burn Up and Shock here is that it turns on Skullcap for Simo, and I do not like that at all. We're going to hope there's no defense reaction here. We're trying to come over the top. Yeah, I was like, I can already see that that was meant to be a defense reaction here. All right, we do get Simo's entire hand here, which we really like to see. I love leading this way. Absolutely love leading this way. Actually, is this wrong? We're having a much better start. May I suggest Flicker Wisping into Fang? Is everybody trying that? Is everybody just running Flicker in this matchup? Like, honest question. Honest question, guys. I just like trying to get to the combo against Fang. Value game, yeah. Sorry, I read that already. I'm like, Smokeout's good. I mean, maybe we try Flicker after this. All right, let's try Flicker after this. Maybe I'm just like living in like, you know, 2005 with the way I'm sideboarding here. Would not be the first time that's been the case for me. This is no blocks to the moon. To the moon! Oh, also, let's go ahead and load the game over here on my log. For anybody who does not know, if you're a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, you get access to every single game on all the decks that I'm working on. I keep it in a spreadsheet for you guys to be able to keep up with and access whenever you all would like to. On a side note, thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Appreciate y'all for being here and chilling with me. Guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that follow button if you're on Twitch. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Goes a long way in helping me out. Really appreciate the support and you all just hanging out and being here. It means a lot. I actually like blocking here because we get to deny the fealty and we're forcing Simo to pitch his card to attack me if he wants it. And he's willing to set up, which I think is correct, but still. Let's draw a card. This is not a bad turn. We also get to keep the channel here, I think. I think we're just keeping the channel here. I am a firm believer in keeping the channel as many times as we have access to. Plus, we're getting to pitch some good cards here. Half of my games I get comboed to death on turn 3. What are you playing, monkeys? I can't see all the sub stuff at the moment. What Electra, message me. Let's figure it out. I'd like to, like, if you're putting money in the channel, I want to help you figure it out, you know? Like, I want to help you figure that out and get it set up correctly. Yo, holy cow. All right, well, we're not really playing a value game. We're just kind of like doing our thing this game. So yeah, he's going to get the fealty tokens, which is fine. We held him off for 4 turns, which I'm okay with. Maybe check your connections in Discord. That's true. What Carly is saying could be like absolutely the key here. But I mean, Electrum, if you have questions, message me. You just got to run that bitch down, Trent said, bro. I think he's just on Arc Flicker, no other combo cards. I mean, I'm definitely willing to try it. Like, I am 100% comfortable to try it and see what happens. If I'm curious to know if Simo's willing to give up the chess piece here. No, is the answer. We're pitching the Lightning Surge for sure. I think it's going to be E-Strike, put the Static Shock on the bottom to draw a card. No, it's the Shockwave here. Yeah, so it's pitch Lightning Surge to throw Starfall. And then it's discharge Static Shock, Arsenal to Static Shock. And we're just going to like go all in next turn. Chris, welcome back. Yeah, Electrum, if it's not connected, let me know, man. We'll get it sorted out for you, brother. I want to get you taken care of for sure. This has been just a straight back and forth race so far. Willing to block out the save damage here. I think that's a good play because Simo gets a lot of value. We would say no blocks here. Interesting. I think I'm still going to play it. You have to have a yellow or a blue in hand, or be willing to give up a chess piece here. Yeah, getting that out of the way now is massive. Massive. Goes to 26. And then throws the Blaze headlong at me. I mean, this is the other fealty token, right? Guess we'll just go ahead and crown this away. Oh, man. Is this worth 1 damage and another card? Probably not, right? Probably not. Okay, yeah, if you don't have it set up, we'll look at it. Let's go right here. I think this is fine. What's Twitch? Twitch chat's not connecting. Dude, Twitch chat has been giving me hell all night tonight, dude. I don't know what's going on with Twitch chat tonight. Trent said, you know what else is massive? Imagine if Ninja got a low taper fade. God, I love that meme so much, dude. It makes me so happy. Willing to just give me a card here. Simo must have the hand of hands here. We're going to set up in a rune chant and an embodiment, keep the channel around and pass. I know that giving up the arc lightning is probably not the best thing in the world here, but we can also use the sigil to draw a card. What if aggro got a low taper fade, bro? You were gonna say my mom? Yo, Trent just out here absolutely savage. Hit your shots, kid. Now I'm just gonna quote Ninja all night. Hope you guys are happy with the decisions you've made in life. I'll be quoting Ninja all night. All night! Which hero are you more comfortable playing draft? Fang and Arachne are the heroes I've had the most success with so far. But I do feel like I have been getting, like, I've done okay. Like, I've done okay on Syndra too. I've 2-1 with Syndra a lot. The hero I feel most comfortable drafting is Fang, for sure. I mean, I just got your shelter to prevent me from drawing a card on defense. I think that's a win. No blocks. Deciding whether he wants to play it or not. Gonna go to 24. We're gonna lead on the lightning surge because it turns on our turn, enables everything we want to do here. Channel, insane. Yeah. Pitching a blue here to prevent the rune chant. Honestly, could be really good value. If you have it. If you have it. Heard Aggro said that if he top 8s the PT, he will get a low taper fade. I mean, listen. If I top 8 the PT, we'll do something cool. I don't know why yet, but we'll do something cool. If I win the PT, I'm gonna get frosted tips and a low taper fade. Yo, y'all are wildin' today. We will do something fun with my hair, I guess, if I top 8 the PT. If I top 8 the PT, we'll do something fun of my choice. If I win the PT, you all can pick. We'll have a night where I let you all take a pick. I like that we get to like get a little bit of a preview here as to what's coming. The Scar for Scar, honestly, not that great. But since we have, I think it's okay since we have the, since we have snaps. He'll do an Aurora cosplay. If you top 8 the PT, you got to do a kiddie pool stream, just like we talked about on New Year's. Yo, Kiddie pool stream right out the window here. I could flip my computer around and everything just in time. God, that would be a stream, bro. That would be a stream and a half. No blocks. We have high rolled the living shit out of Simo this game. Also, Simo has like had to basically like use his cards to turn his hero ability online instead of attacking me. I mean, Scar Tissue remarking me and giving like the buff value is really solid. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we high rolled Simo this game. What do you guys think? Like genuinely. Get a sync below here. Crisis averted. Bags are good. Now I just gotta hope that getting there goes smooth. When do you leave, Leovold? We're gonna pitch to Starfall to keep channel around here. Fealty Scar Tissue, the limited special. Oh, dude, Billy's so right, bro. It is crazy how spot on that is. We're gonna lead on Snatch because it's 2-card draw here. Shelter. And then Scar for a Scar because it's either another defense reaction, your last 2 cards, or you're giving me an arsenal, which I think is a W for us. Jorge, I actually think that Fang's equipment choice is actually insanely good into me if he's going second and is able to get the value that he wants. Scars are looking real bad this game. Yeah, we'll just play the defense reaction, keep value alive here. Should land there first thing in the morning. So you'll land like first thing Wednesday morning, I assume you mean, Leovold? I actually think that Fang has a decent matchup into Aurora. Like, I don't disagree with that. It also kind of depends on the version you're playing, in my opinion. Because I think if you're playing like this version with the Skullcat package, I think it's pretty good. But if you're on like the not that version of the deck, then I think it can be pretty bad for you at times because I think there's a world where I can just run you over. Think about how well we've drawn this game into Simo, and like, I know we're up significantly, but there's still a world where Simo like wins this game. I don't really know what that world looks like right now, but I think it's possible. We get to keep the channel because of the 2 lightning blues, and we get to set up next turn. Drawing into the burn up and shock was like fine, but still pretty good. Just gonna play the shelter for value here. I'm not saying that the vigor chest is bad, but the ability to use, where did it go? Am I looking? Being able to use this to stop a sigil, like being able to stop a burn up to stop me from drawing, or to be able to stop a stopping a burn up to stop me from drawing, like the shock effect from the burn up and shock, or also being able to or also just being able to like stop like a sigil of suffering when I have channel out is the like absolutely insane. Now, Simo has to have a blue here to stop this. Scar. We have a really good hand. So this is card and dynamos. Pitch the current funnel to Starfall. Oh, it's a defense reaction. Smoke out. There's also like probably some copies of That All You Got in Simo's deck. We're gonna pitch the current funnel. This demands a card. Probably got a That All You Got here. Yeah, just as we bring it up, huh? This hopefully gets 2 cards. Okay. So we get marked again here, which is fine. We're going to create an embodiment and draw a card. This is insane. I don't think there's a world I die from 12 here. Yeah, there was a that all you got turn 0. Yeah, makes sense. My Talishar click noise just turned off. I don't... Oh, he likes to have the click noise on? Yo, that drives me crazy. Coming into tonight's stream, I would have told you that Fang did not have a favored matchup into me. I would have 100% told you that. That this is not like a favored matchup. Again, there's not one card that kills me here. But I don't know, like tonight has like really opened my eyes to some different like thoughts here. So like now we're going to go to 5, but we are going to attempt to use our 5-card hand to just like obliterate the game. So if I go Snatch with Go again, and then I get to go Entwine Lightning Fuse, Somersault it back, Ravenous Rabble, throw Gone in a Flash, Arsenal this. We're not going to get value off the Snatch leading on it, but I still think it's okay to start on it because it forces like some information here. Okay, so how do you kill people? Like, I understand stealing games, but how do you steal a game from 14 with 2 cards in hand? I don't think that's possible. There is not 2 cards in the Fang deck that allows you to kill me from 14. We're just going to pray that there is a red on top of our deck. You love to see it. God, how is there still a shelter? I feel like I've played 12 shelters this game. We have not. We have played a lightning card. We could pitch this. Actually, no, wait. We just win the game here, right? We just win? Even if he has a that all you got, it doesn't matter. All right. Well, we don't win, but you are going to 1. Oh, no, we do win. Simo may not want to play another one, but I would really like to if he would want to. That was a wild game. Like, I think we explicitly high rolled there, if I'm being honest. I high rolled to get early tempo, multiple Arc Lightning and CLV in the first 7 turns to put me way ahead. All right, let's try combo this time. We are going first this time, but let's try combo. I mean, so we're going to be on Crown, Carapace, Grasp, Snaps, just like we have been. So I'm assuming it's going to be Flickers, Shelters, and Sigils. It's going to be the plan here. I'm assuming that's how we want to play this one out, but I'm not 100% sure since I don't play combo into that many decks. I play combo into the necessary amount of decks, in my opinion. Uh-oh. Simo! But 2 hunts in is 12? I mean, yeah, sure. Oh, you got the Cracked Bauble? I'll create a... What is happening? Did Talishar just crash? I think Talishar just crashed. Like, you guys are seeing this, talishar.net, and it just loads me into this game. Yeah, I think Talishar just crashed. Sent you my final PT list via Discord. Are you telling me you want me to pull it up on stream, Taylor? I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to you, buddy. Yeah, I actively think Talishar just crashed. Yeah, Talishar is dead. Sag. Let's see if it'll even let me start a game. Hang on. I don't know. Simo, do I have you on? I didn't want somebody to actually join my game. Oh. Let's see. Simo, do I have you on? Oh, wait. I just tried to start a game with the game link because I'm a bag nun. Let's see if I have a direct message from Simo. There it is. Okay. All right, Simo, hang on just a second. Let me get a game and I'll shoot you the link because it looks like it's working. It's just being difficult for some reason. This will probably be the last game of the night, by the way, guys. All right, Simo, I just sent you the game, brother. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. My man said I love Talishar sometimes. Dude, samesies. Talishar's amazing, dude. Aggro can show it off on chat if needed. Dude, I wouldn't do that to you, Taylor. I wouldn't do that to you. Taylor troll ass list incoming. I mean, that would be classic Taylor. All right, so we're going to go D-React Sigils and we're going to go Flickers because I guess we're trying to stay alive long enough to combo is the idea here. Yellow Fry, 100%. Yo, pause. I mean, I think we need to be able to stay alive to get to the combo, right? I don't think we want to be on Tunic. I think we'd rather have Carapace just to stay alive, I think, is the idea. I don't know. Let's try it and see what happens. Are we just passing? He's about to send me a serious Betsy list. That does sound like something Taylor would do. Are we just supposed to pass? Or are we supposed to try to go ham with this hand? I mean, I think we can just try to push some damage here, right? Like, it's just 2 go again into Static Shock, activate Aurora. Now, like, we probably just get a card in Dynamos here that Simo doesn't want, but still. Vaporize and Shock legit won me the Mirror, the Fang, and the Vinny matchup. I mean, yeah. Smoke out? Oh, playing around the lightning press here. Actually, don't hate that, considering we had the lightning press to try and clear it out earlier. So this bumps this up to 4. So I think I'm going to play Channel and go for the Sigil here, right? Am I supposed to save the Sigil? Like, Simo could just pitch his card, right? I don't know how much I like this play, actually. I'm asking if Simo cares if we undo here. If he's not okay with it, I'm perfectly fine with that. I just like to make sure, because I do think there's a better line here. I do think there's 100% a better line. So we're going to say no blocks just like we did, because it's exactly how we would have played it. And then on the scar tissue, it's just going to be the defense reaction here to cover this up. And then we know it is the... All right, so it's going to be... play channel. And then we're just going to get aggressive here, I think. Since we have a hand that lines up with us being aggressive, I think it's okay. Plus now we can go E-Strike into... Ooh, that's tough. I was gonna keep this, but I think we're supposed to put this on the bottom and just, like, get aggressive here. Like, we can also throw the Snatch, which I think is fine. I don't know, like, we use this to get, like, aggressive here, but I think this is okay. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. Since we've already gotten the fortress here, I don't know. I don't hate this. Giving me Skullcap and Snatch here? Okay, no, March of the Loyalty and Skullcap makes sense. There's no reason to snap at this point. Like, we don't have a hand that really lines up for us to snap here. This is looking pretty good, though. We should wait here, right? There's no reason to do it now. We want to force Simo to make decisions. One fealty is okay. It's not like the end of the world. We're going to say no blocks on this one, I think. Actually, that's just incorrect as well, right? We're supposed to force him... We're supposed to just take this. Yeah, because we have to force him to decide here. Yeah, this will probably be the last game, Chris. I'm sorry we didn't get to play one tonight, man. I've been all over the place trying to get different testing into different things tonight. Will you give me the fortress? He is going to give me the fortress. Yeah. It's not great, but I think it's fine. I am going to deny him the third fealty here by blocking with Grasp. It's going to be both sides of Burn Up and Shock. Go again feels good because... Ooh, interesting. Immediate no blocks, huh? If Simo says no blocks, I'm going to snap here. All right. We've already gotten all our value this turn, so I'm willing to just keep our arsenal here. Just kind of chew through Simo's equipment here. There's one piece of the combo. So we need to block. And there's a lot of cards that are +3 here. Like, are we blocking with Flittering Charge and Twine Lightning and the Carapace here? I kind of like this play. Okay. So playing this doesn't really get any value. And then you have to pitch your shelter if you want to attack again. I'm going to send 4 an Arsenal combo piece. We have, like, used equipment pretty aggressively here. All right, so we've kind of, like, put together an 8-point life lead here. This hand does not block very effectively, so I think, unfortunately, we're just going to have to give it up this turn. We could crown something away, but I think the best hand here is Rabble, Flittering Charge, Press, Starfall, activate Aurora. Okay, well, the fact that he has to use a fealty here feels pretty good because it means that he's only staying at 2. Oh, Sag. Yeah, I think we're just going to go to 22 and play it out. Hey, Pockets, what's up, brother? It's going well, man. It's going well. We're getting some Fang reps in to see if there's any, like, last-minute changes we need. But I don't know. Like, it feels like as long as Fang just isn't, like, high-rolling us, like, we're in a pretty good spot. I mean, I guess to be fair, like, we did, like, kind of barely win the last game, and we did not do very well. Like, I would say, barely won. Like, I mean, we won pretty handedly last game, but we also high-rolled like crazy last game, so... Lightning Press for go again. We probably get a defense reaction here. No? Okay. Is there any world that... No, we're just supposed to make an embodiment. We have snaps up, but I think I'd rather just use the embodiment to play it safe here. And then we can just kind of pass. Well, we're looking for a hand that will give us the ability to, like, really combo here. I don't know. Passively blocking to deny fealty has been pretty good. It took Pockets, or I'm sorry, I was reading Pockets' message. It took Simo like 4 turns to get all of his fealties online here. Now, he does have all the fealties now. Like, all the fealties now. So I think we're just going to lead on Snatch. Since this has go again, because of the embodiment, we could just use the Lightning Press here to just get aggressive. Hopefully there's no defense reaction, but this has been a very defensive deck from Simo tonight. I mean, stuff like this is what's bad. Because, like, he just gets to block out the real major value here, and it just feels uber bad. I mean, I guess we strip 2 cards. Taking Oath of Loyalty feels really good as well. We'll activate Aurora, and we'll just pass. Arc Lightning anytime, please. Well, this is not great because we have no attacks. We need an attack, please. Okay. Yeah. This is a really interesting draw. I don't think this is enough to end the game. But this is insane. Your message isn't coming through in the chat, Chris. I'm sorry. Let me see. I don't see anything being held for review. Chris, I'm sorry if, like, YouTube's giving you a hard time, buddy. All right, so let's make sure we sequence this correctly. So it's going to be Arc Lightning, Flicker Wisp, fuse with Arc Lightning, Burn Up and Shock, pitch this. So it's going to be a truckload of arcane damage. Funny part's we probably could have just kept the Flicker Wisp for more value. Arc Lightning is for 3 and 3. Shelter gets discarded. Or I'm sorry, it's for 2 and 2. I apologize. So take one. And then Burn Up is going to be for 1 and 2. I'm sorry, it's going to be 1, 2, and 2. Man, not having an attack here was wild, but the Burn Up and Shock was actually a pretty good draw. And then it is 2 Go Again, and then 2 and 2. So the blue actually kept Simo alive here. So there's now a Flicker Wisp on the bottom of our deck. Arc Lightning, Current Funnel, it's Arc Lightning, Discharge, Current Funnel, Somersault it back, Grasp. I mean, this should be enough to close out the game, right? The extra arcane damage would have won us the game there, Billy. Completely agree. I think that was actually a mistake. I'm going to block just to stay alive here, but I think we've won the game. I think we've won the game, though. Like, there should just be enough arcane damage here for us to close this out. I mean, there's, like, always the possibility that there's another Shelter in hand. Yep, that is less than ideal. This does have Go Again. So 5 requires 1 card and equipment. And that's the last Shelter. We're going to Somersault this here. I think we still get there. I think it's still exactly enough arcane damage, right? Because the Grasp gets prevented by the Shelter. The Go Again gets prevented. And then technically, there's a blue in hand he lives. Because it's blocked with a card. And then searching for the blue. I don't know what happened there. I'm a little confused. That was weird. All right. Well, the combo looked really good. And to Billy's point, if we had just kept the Flicker Wisp there, we would have won. So, like, the Flicker Wisp would have just been enough damage to close it out for us. The extra Flicker Wisp would have just done it, I think. So, yeah. Anyway. We did get a win. Combo felt good on turn 7. Should not have crowned. Second flicker away would have been more arcane damage. All right. Well, 4 and 3. We had a roller coaster of emotion tonight against Fang, I have to say. I think that running the combo into Fang is the correct play, especially against like a lot of these defensive versions. Big shout out to everybody who came by and hung out tonight, and everybody who tested against me. Simo, thank you so much for the Fang games. I know Eric was here earlier, was talking about that. Dodge, thanks for the Zen game. I appreciate it. Just thanks for hanging out and playing with me tonight, guys. I appreciate it. A lot of hard work has went into the PT coming up. I was talking about this at the beginning of the stream. I have played 300 games of Aurora, like a little over now at this point, over the last 2 weeks, and I've drafted the Hunted 21 times. I will be drafting the Hunted tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be our last stream before the PT because Carly and I live on Wednesday. We're going to be drafting the Hunted and hanging out. If you guys like draft, come hang out. I'm always down to have more people to draft with. It's a lot of fun. Oh, let's see. Me pitching Shelter early instead of Sigil was big. It kind of screwed me. That's fair, man. I get that. Flicker is just such a cheesy card. I'm expecting it to be banned after London. I would be kind of surprised if it did. Billy, I don't think they're going to ban it, but I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Billy, when do you get in, by the way, before I close the stream? When do you get into London, dude? Also, like, what is up with my shirt? Like, the collar on my shirt is, like, killing me right now. Look ridiculous. Trent, good night, brother. Appreciate you hanging out. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate you guys for being here. Have a good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.